That's all I could afford to animate.
That's what we did. That's what we did, you see? Yeah.
Skidoo.
We didn't have any of that fancy digital comic stuff. No, not at all.
Remember when Adam West fought the Kaiser? We recording this?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
feel like Grandpa Simpson.
Grandpa's. How does he sound? What you just get the?
I remember in Odd 4.
I remember when I used to have to walk uphill in the snow wearing glass slippers that were broken, and they slit my feet. And then the snow would get in there, but it wasn't snow, it was salt. Salt snow is what I was stepping on.
And now I'm cold and tired.
I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed now. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, I vote that we talk about technology today.
Okay.
Let's talk about technology that I love that I can never have.
Okay.
You son of a gun.
You can't have it because you can't afford it, or you can't have it
No,
because...
I can't have it because every time that I wear it it's freaking, it like gives my wrist a rash, and I hate that. And I've tried everything, and I really want one. Okay, so you have a Pebble.
Yeah.
And I have done my research because the phone that I use is a Samsung Galaxy S5, and I looked at the Samsung watches. I think that they're cool, but I think the Pebble has more versatility, at least in my opinion. Maybe I might be wrong. You've had a Pebble longer than I've even known about them.
Yeah. Well, to me, the Pebble is more along the lines of what I want a smartwatch to do, which is give me information, but not make it so that I'm going to go tap, tap, tap on a screen and get distracted from what I'm doing. Like, that's my problem with if I were to wear like Galaxy Gear or any of that Android Wear stuff. It's got the touch screen, so I feel like that defeats the purpose of me putting my phone with the touch screen in my pocket. Is if I have something else that I can touch and respond to, and I mean, if I'm at dinner with my wife, or like at hosting a wedding, I just want to know what's going on. And so the Pebble lets me know, hey, you got an email. Oh, it's from Best Buy telling me their next week's sales. I don't need to worry about that right now. Click a button and it's gone. Or you've got an incoming call. It's your mother, she's called 3 times in a row. Maybe we need to step out and figure out if there's an emergency or something like that. It's more of information giving rather than yet another distraction, which is the whole point of why I want to wear a watch, is to minimize those distractions.
Yeah.
I like it because it's pretty.
I
think it's got buttons and
I mean, it did. It did kind of, man. I don't know. There was just something and it's not color. I mean, it's that paper print or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that e-ink, whatever you want to call it. The same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing that the Kindles use. Yeah, it's very
old
much
Kindles.
Right. Yes, it's very much
Fire,
a
HDs, 6, 7, 8s.
It is a watch without being like, it's not like. You don't look at him like, oh, okay, Dick Tracy, you've got this piece of technology on your wrist because you're showing it off. Like, if someone doesn't know what this is, they just glance at it and it's just a watch. Just a regular old watch until it starts buzzing and doing its thing, This doesn't make noise. It doesn't tell me, right, you have an incoming call from the IRS. I mean, it doesn't give you, deny. It doesn't give you any of that stuff.
How do they get this wristwatch number?
That's right, gee whiz.
Oh, jeez.
They're everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's just as much a watch as it is that technology thing, without the technology overtaking it and making it like, oh, look, I've got some wearable stuff here I want everybody to see and judge me on,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me, I guess.
I have a feeling that if I ever really want to get one, I'm just going to have to put it on my wrist and wear it and just never, ever take it off.
Yeah, that could work.
No, but
it's waterproof up to like 50 feet.
I know it's waterproof, and the battery life is exceptional. It's like a week-long battery, and these are huge selling points for me. And they've got their own Pebble app and Pebble store, and there's when I had one for about a week.
That glorious week in the summer.
Amazing. I was so productive.
Summer loving.
The weather was
with
nicer
Pebble.
outside. Birds would chirp. They would come and sit down on my shoulder and chirp and sing.
Life was good.
And
there was peace in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm, yep.
It was a good week.
Everything. It was the most beautiful time of my life. Mm-hmm. And then the rash came.
The rash.
And the rash wrapped around my wrist like an Indian burn.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have known, because every watch that I've worn, it doesn't matter what type of band it's been. It could be stainless steel. It could be plastic. It can be... the Pebbles come with it's not really a plastic, but
it's like a vinyl. I mean, it's like a vinyl, kind of a rubberized. I mean, there is now the second generation Pebble, the Pebble Steels.
Yeah.
And those do come with steel band, kind of a nicer framework. But these are universal bands. You can replace them with anything.
The only band that I found that fits has been the band. It's like a fabric band.
Okay.
And it's the only band that hasn't left something on my wrist.
You should put on a slap bracelet, dude.
Like a 1994 slap bracelet?
Vintage, yes. Slap that mess.
That's going to be their... slap that Pebble.
Yeah. Pebble slap. Pebble slap, 2015.
2000.
Kids are going to record themselves on YouTube slapping their friends with pebbles.
Look what I did. Ciao.
Whoops. This is a Pebble challenge. Ow.
Ow.
Sorry, Mrs. Murphy.
You're correct. Oh, wait. Is that a Pebble? Yes. That's okay.
I'm going to confiscate. You can have this back at the end of the quarter.
Of next year.
Yeah. I'm going home. Slap.
Gosh.
Taking it too far with Tony and Jared.
That's a new podcast. Give me a pen. Give me a pen and paper. Taking it too far. So there's three major ones. There's Pebble, there's the Samsung, and then Apple. Apple. I'm still not a fan of Apple. Apple's getting ready to come out with their line, which looks nice. It's just Apple. Yeah. And I'm just not...
Sure.
I don't know. I mean...
I will give credit to Pebble for being compatible with both, because when I first got the Pebble, my wife got it for me as a gift. It was fresh off Kickstarter, it was printed on the back, a little Kickstarter edition, all that fun stuff. Very cool. When I first got it, I did have an iPhone 4S, and it worked seamlessly with the iPhone. Then I got back to my Android roots, which I was longing to do, and I've had a Nexus 4 and now my current LG G2, and it's never had a problem with any of the phones, any of the, I think the Apple market for Pebble is a little more restricted, but on Android, I mean, it's an open platform. There's not only the Android app, which has watch faces and applications within itself, but there are other applications you can make. I downloaded an application called Glance that was my it gives you a watch face, but it's much more in depth. It gives you everything you need on one screen. It's got the weather, it's got your unread emails, your battery life, your watch battery life, your messages, things like that. When the emails come in, you can hit the button to make it delete. You can tell your phone to delete the emails, which is something that the basic ones can't do. So yeah, I mean, on Android, it's much more customizable. Now, I will admit, I know nothing about the Android Wear. I know nothing about the iWatch. I don't own them. I don't plan on owning them. But, for me, that's half the reason of that is because Pebble makes it easy enough that I don't need to look at something else.
Yeah. If you're looking at smartwatches, there's really no other option other than what Pebble does really, really well. Mm-hmm. There is no competition from anything that I've seen. Granted, it has that black and white feel. I mean, you're not going to get vibrant colors in 4K or anything like that. But what you're going to get is a really reliable watch that the battery will last, 5 to 7 days, depending on how much you use it. Super easy to recharge. Lots of ways to creatively design and modify it and have it be exactly as you want. And, yeah. I mean, and then there's they're coming out with new ones all the time. I'm just scrolling through the website right now, and There's a Pandora one now, where as your songs are playing, it'll pop up and say, here's the artist, here's the title, thumbs up, thumbs down. And you can do it all from your watch right there. So if your phone's charging, it works off Bluetooth. So you just connect it to your Bluetooth to your phone. You can walk around. You can do whatever you want to.
That was one of the most entertaining things that I had. Last year, I had it with me when I went on a family vacation last year. And I would plug my phone into the stereo and kind of be, as the DJ, I was the built-in music guy or whatever. And we would play some songs and whether I was playing on Spotify or on my phone, if a song came up that I didn't want, or I wanted to hear again, or wanted it quieter or louder, I used my phone I used my watch rather from across the room. You could send it to the next track, mute it, turn it up, turn it down, things like that. I mean, it's very cool. Like you said, excellent battery life. I took it with me when we went to Las Vegas last September for our DJ convention. Mm-hmm. I took the watch with me, fully charged it the night before we left. Didn't take a charger. We were out there 7 full days. It died on the plane ride home. It finally conked out.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I was lost. I screamed to the marshal to take me down. But other than that, it was all good.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah.
My watch isn't working anymore.
Man, this watch is turned off, but it is the bomb.
He said bomb.
This watch is explosive with the features. And now it's turned off, and I can't take it. I just want to die in a fiery crash of some type. This has been another thrilling episode of Too Far with Jared and Tony.
No, it's not too far yet. Quick, what else can we say? How can we go? Where can we take this?
Not do this.
My watch has a uranium bomb inside of... Wait, what? No, I don't have that at all.
No.
Where'd you get your uranium? So listen, if you're looking for a smartwatch and you are still listening to this episode, you're 12 minutes into us ranting about this one watch, because it's pretty obvious that neither one of us have any interest in Apple Watches or in the Samsung Watch. And the only reason that I'm not talking about the Samsung Watch today is because when I did a butt ton of research, the biggest, there was two things that won it over for me. One, the massive amount of apps that were already out there for the Pebble, and then two, and they've even got this on their website, I think, you can see it in sunlight.
Right.
And I know that sounds silly, and I know that sounds crazy, but if you own a smartphone, which
you do,
you probably do. If you're listening to this, you have some sort of a smartphone. If you have tried to look at your smartphone between the hours of 10 and 5 on a normal day, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. outside, we know who you are, because you're the dude that's looking at it, like trying to hold it up above your head. And the Pebble, you pull your shirt back, you look at it, and you can see it because it's that e-ink. That's the same thing that Amazon pushed when they came out with the Kindle. Was you can take your iPad out and you can read on it, but you're not gonna be able to see it. Yeah. And I never thought about this before, but that also, if you happen to look at your watch quite a bit during the day, you're not going to have that same effect that if you're looking at a computer all day long and your eyes start hurting. You're not going to look at your watch to read a book or anything like that. But I mean, if you do read quite a few texts, if you get a lot of texts, if you get emails like crazy and you're always looking at it, it's not like you're looking at something new every single time. And it is backlit, isn't it?
It is.
So even at night, you're going to be able to at least see what's going on.
Oh yeah, because you can just press the buttons, or the really cool feature, you just flick your wrist and it turns on. The light will come on for about 3 to 5 seconds. So like if you're in a movie theater and want to know what time it is or whatever, and you want to check it out or whatever, it's just a quick flick, you can see what's going on, and then it turns itself right back off. It's super cool. So that also probably bodes well for the battery life. I don't know. Again, I don't know much about just like we said, the Samsung watches. Part of the reason I don't know much about them is because they haven't sent one to us for free for review. Drop the ball, missed opportunity. Next week we're going to talk about iPads, and
and then after that, Mercedes.
That's right.
Are they really better than a Kia? We'll find out.
There's no way to tell. I've driven a Kia before. I've owned a Kia.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's an app for GoPro. See, man, I really want one. And they're not expensive. Like the normal Pebble watch is only like $100.
Yeah.
It's gone down. It used to be $149. You can go to Target and they've got red ones and white ones. They come in all kinds of different colors. But you can get a watch from Target for $100 and you'll have a smartwatch that connects to your phone that will be able to do more than a Samsung watch. And I'm pulling up the specs right now on the watches to see if I can. Let's see here. Let's just go to the Gear 2. That's the new one. Maybe Gear. Yeah, we'll go Gear 2. We'll just base it off of that one.
Sure. And I imagine those are the Samsung ones are bigger because they have to have a touch screen, so you have to have that capacitive reflexes. I mean, like I said, the battery, if you want to be competitive, it all has to be bigger as well. So I've never seen a Gear in person, but I imagine it's a pretty sizable Dick Tracy type of taking up your forearm watch.
Well, let's just do this real quick. Let's listen. We're not gonna look at the Apple Watch. I'm just telling you guys, everybody.
Sorry, Apple.
Yeah, we're just not looking at the Apple Watch. Apple, if you want us to take a look at it and give it like a really in-depth review, more than happy to. Send us one.
Do it,
and we'll take a look at it. But since both Tony and myself are very avid Android users, very big pro Google users, he's a Pebble user. I would like to be another Pebble user again. That's all we're gonna look at. So there you go. So right off the bat, price-wise, $299 for the Samsung Gear 2, and you're looking at $199 for the steel version of the Pebble watch.
Yep.
I feel that those are probably two comparable sources right there.
Sure.
So you're saving $100 right off the bat. It is touchscreen, so they do have that up on the Pebble. But other than that, unless you have a Samsung TV, you can control the channels. You can play music from your watch, but you're still going to have either something plugged into it or with a Bluetooth. I am looking. There is a 2-megapixel camera on the Samsung
watch?
Gear. Yep.
That sounds skeevy. What do you need to take a picture from your wrist with?
Oh, dude. Okay, so check this out.
Yes. This better be the best story ever. You're very excited.
It's going to be very interesting. Okay. Took my son Oliver.
Yeah.
We really haven't talked about our families before, but I have a 4-year-old son, Oliver. Oliver James. He is he's autistic.
Yep.
And he has a little sister named Ivy Jane. She's about 18 months now. So he is in the process of learning how to go potty in the big boys potty.
Sure.
So we were taking him, I was taking him into the bathroom, took him into a public restroom, took him to a stall. He was doing his business, and I could hear somebody in the stall next to us, and they were doing something, and it was super quiet. Not a big deal.
Okay.
When Oliver goes potty, we normally talk about it. There's a show called Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's a great show, by the way. If you've got small children and you're trying to learn how to teach them to do pretty much anything, great show. Great show. And he was in there. He was singing his little song as he was going potty, and then all of a sudden I hear this camera shutter in the stall next to me. It was like, like that normal, real loud.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I heard, zoot, and then he walked out and then just left. And I was like,
creepy.
What? Who takes a picture in the stall?
I'm gonna Instagram this.
I don't know what was going on. But he wasn't taking a picture of Oliver. I know that much because where I was standing, I could see that side. So I knew he couldn't get any pictures over there. But I've never heard a camera sound while going to the bathroom.
It's a little strange.
That was awkward. That was definitely awkward. Anyway.
Very strange.
So there is some internal memory.
Okay.
You got about 512 megabytes of RAM, 4 gigs of internal memory, but I'm sure that the operating source or operating system off of that gear is going to take up some of that 4 gigs. Other than that, they don't really talk too much about. It looks like they do have some lower end ones.
Yeah.
Some Gear Live Black. But it's not like a metallic. They're both like the $99 Pebble type of a material.
The vinyl rubbery type of thing.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see here. There is no talk about battery life. There is no talk about anything of that nature. So my guess is that you're going to get a day or two.
Yeah.
But that's a pure guess.
Well, I mean, anything that has its own operating system and internal memory, it's not going to be able to just kind of hang out on its own indefinitely. that just seems like a strange thing to want on your wrist. I mean, and again, maybe that's just me because I haven't had much exposure to it. But it just, I mean, I guess I'm the same way. I don't know. Like, I remember all the hoopla, not to move too far away from what we're talking about watches here, but if we're talking about some tech stuff, I remember that, I remember the hoopla earlier this year, late last year, surrounding Google Glass when it first came out. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, this, and I'm like, I don't get wearing glasses and having that pop-up display in my face. I don't see the benefit. But again, I've never done it. I've never had it, I mean, was my life a train wreck before I had a smartwatch? Was I living in a living hell? The answer is yes, obviously. No, the answer is no. I mean, people can exist without these technologies, but obviously when you get them on and you get to have exposure to them, then they become either something that you're into or something that you're not. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I hear from you and what you're saying, is that when you had exposure to it, it was awesome and you were loving it, but your body rejected it. Because that sounds weird. Like, if it was like a certain, like the rubber band or just the steel, but it's like anything on your wrist, that sounds like maybe it's time for a visit the old Shrink-a-Dink and see why you hate your forearm so much.
No, I'm seriously contemplating just buying another one and then putting it back on and saying, deal with it, wrist. Let's just deal with it.
Do it.
Deal with it right now. Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is, one, Pebble, send us watches because we love you. Two, send us watches because
I need new bands.
Yeah. We need something. I mean, just help us out here. No, what we're saying is well, of course, and I think any type of a review that we ever do on this podcast is going to ultimately end up with a, you need to try the different sources yourself and make the decision of what works better for you.
Oh yeah.
But for us, it's Pebble leaps and bounds.
Yep.
There's just too many great things about it that you can't, you just can't not be a part of. So
yeah.
But yeah, so there you go. Check out the Pebble, get it, purchase it, love it, live it, and then you'll like it. So
I'd be interested to hear if there are any listeners out there who have experiences, whether positive or negative, with the Pebble, with the gear. I mean, any of those other type of wearable type of stuff. I know we touched briefly on glass, of course, but I know there's other stuff out there. My mother, God love her, she just was given as a gift from my dad, got a Fitbit. And I don't know much about them, but she seems to really think that they're really cool because she's definitely into that kind of health kick right now. So if anybody has any experience with any of that kind of wearable technology, we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then once you get it, just come on the show.
Yeah, we can come on to the show. If you're if you're a little more shy than that, that's okay. You just want to leave us some information. You can find us at geekstuffoffthecuff@gmail.com, I believe is our email address. You can come find us on Facebook and leave us a little posty review there as well. Just search Geek Stuff Off the Cuff and you'll find our super awesome page on there. So, come let us know what you think and what your thoughts are, because our opinions, while very important and very valid to the world, are not the only opinions out there. So I'm told.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been shown any evidence to the contrary.
Well, yeah. I mean, people need to understand that the information that we say is
law.
The end all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we are the fourth law of robotics.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's going to be.
Thou shalt listen to thine Jared and
thine Jared, yes.
And
thine
thou,
being
and thou Tony.
Thine.
Yeah.
All right.
Thine. It's either very biblical or it's Mike Tyson talking about a shoe shine. So yeah, through thine. I'll get you taken care of, no problem.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing? What are you guys doing for the holidays?
We are going to hang out here in Indy. We're gonna we've got not a lot planned. I mean, obviously we're doing the normal. We're getting together with the family, doing some of the food stuff, football, all that fun stuff. But
Football. Who watches football?
I do.
I don't.
I'm one of the few people. I don't. Maybe not. I mean, I presume that I'm one of the few people that gets as into football as does comics and technology. And I mean, I dabble in all that stuff. I love me some athleticals. No, but yeah, I will definitely be watching some football. But before and after that, I don't know. We're debating potentially going shopping. I don't know if I want to fight those. With the rise of Cyber Monday and all these online deals. I mean, I'm going to Best Buy tomorrow to buy something that I would normally have to buy on Black Friday, and I'm just getting it done beforehand because it's the same price. And I'm like, this is fine. So yeah,
what?
A 1 terabyte hard drive. Because I'm starting to convert some of my movies digitally so I can have them for posterity's sake. So I want a new hard drive.
Good call.
Normally 80s, 50% off down to 40. I can't see it getting much cheaper, and I can't see me wanting to go out on Friday if it drops down another $10 or whatever. So it's already 50% off. That's fine.
So Best Buy's doing their Black Friday stuff.
I don't know if this is specifically a Black Friday thing. Honestly, I was just looking online and I found this. I was on Walmart's website today just to look for something else, and their big thing was Black Friday deals all week long, and they've got tablets for $40 and 32-inch TVs for $199 and things like this. So I mean, with this rush to be the first one to get in front of consumers, Black Friday is slowly turning into a myth. Like, you don't have to go out. Last year I was at Target at midnight and I hated every minute of it. I got the Blu-ray player I wanted, but I hated every minute of it, So it was just one of those things where you don't have to do it that way anymore. People will offer you options.
We went to Meijer today, and for those of you who don't know what Meijer is, it's like the next step up above Walmart.
Just slightly classier Walmart.
Yep.
Target-ish.
It's probably about a step below Target. Yeah. I think Target's probably got that.
That's fair.
Small little notch above it. I like Target. Target's fine. You can get a Pebble at Target.
Okay.
And went to Meijer. They've got the thing that I want to get Oliver and Ivy for Christmas, which is a little tablet.
Okay.
It's the Amazon Fire HD 6. It's like the kids version.
Okay.
If you don't know what that is it's basically just a come on, it's the Fire HD tablet, but with like a protective rubber coating, and it's got a 2-year worry-free warranty.
So like kids-proof.
Yeah. So no matter what happens to it over the course of 2 years, they're going to replace it, fix it, or whatever else.
Yep.
So I'm down with that. And then Meijer has got them. It's like they're $149 or something like that.
Okay.
Normally, and on Black Friday at 6 a.m., they're going to be how much? $149. Same exact price. The only difference is you get a $30 off coupon to use the next time you shop at Meijer.
Gotcha.
And I went there today, and I'm like, listen, I really could care less about the $30. I mean, it's nice, and it's everything like that, but I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then run in here.
No.
And the manager at Meijer was like, well, we've only got like 5 or 6 in stock. And I was like, cool. Then I'll
take it.
Yeah, I'll just take one right now.
Guaranteed sale.
Yeah. And he goes, we can't sell them. I'm like, what do you mean you can't sell them? You have the product in your store. Why can't you sell me the product that I want to buy? Well, you have to keep them in stock in case when Black Friday comes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't understand. That bewildered me.
Right.
I had no idea that was even a thing.
So they wouldn't, even if you offered to pay the regular?
I did. I said, well, can I just purchase it now for the $150? And he's like, well, you're not going to get your $30 off. And I go, that's fine.
Don't care.
Yeah. And he's like, no, we really can't sell them.
You're a store. You should be selling things.
Yes. Don't you want to make money? And it's funny because he followed that up with, you shouldn't have any problems getting it on Friday because our store isn't a high volume store because we're a newer store. So don't worry about missing out on it. And I was like, but there still is that chance that I'm going to miss out on it. I'm not asking for the additional, like if it was $150 and then Black Friday it was going to be $100,
right? And
then me saying, well, I want it for $100 right now, that would be one thing,
right?
But I just said no, I'll pay the regular price,
right?
I just want to buy it. Oh, we got to hang on to them.
So this is if I'm following, this is his mentality. I won't sell it to you now, guaranteed sale at the regular price, even though we're a store and are supposed to sell things at the posted price. If you come back Friday, you can get it at that same price. But I can't sell it to you because they might all sell out on Friday, but also they probably won't sell out on Friday. So come back anyways. So one of those he could sell now is one potentially that he'd less have to worry about selling on Friday. Ugh, people are dumb.
Yeah, yeah. It's
USA, USA.
God bless America.
God bless something. All right.
God bless America, not being able to purchase anything when you want to purchase it.
No, yeah, I don't have a strong. I know some people get up at 5 a.m. and do the whole thing. I mean, a few years ago, half a decade ago now, I was working for Starbucks and I was at my store at 4 a.m. when people came in because we shared a parking lot with a Target, and the troopers would come in and get their coffee and get ready to go over there. And I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, why am I up to service you people who want to save a few dollars? I'm like, just buy your regular stuff at the regular time, or better yet. This is me stepping on my step stool here. Better yet, when you get all these mega corporations,
sure to edit in some,
thank
music,
you, patriotic music.
Yeah.
Imagine a flag blowing softly behind me as I'm saying this. The better yet, I mean, forget the mega corporations where the money goes to God knows where. Do you know how many local businesses there are that sell cool local things, even local businesses that sell things that you can get at big stores, because you'd be supporting your local places, or better yet, get up with your family and just have some breakfast, have some quality time with them, do something that's not so consumer driven. Maybe you get your friends less crap this year. Maybe you make a donation in their name, or maybe you contribute to someone's college fund instead of buying them the next new crappy toy that's going to be broken in 3 months. There are options out there for those people who are willing to open their minds and think about it. Oh, I need a drink. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I feel like the president in Independence Day who just made the big speech and everybody's rallied, because I know everybody's behind me. Everybody who's listening at home is cheering wildly now.
There's that one guy that's like,
somebody's got to start the slow clap, and then we're going to go beat the aliens, and everything will be fine.
Smoke a cigar, and then one of us will go on to have a really successful career, and the other one will not.
Right. And then 17 years later, a sequel will be made, and it'll be all good. So
they're never going to make a sequel to it.
No, Devlin and Emmerich are working on it right now. ID 2. Yeah, look it up.
No.
You got a computer right in front of you. Type in Independence Day 2 in production.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, they've been tossing around for a little while, but yes, I believe that last I heard they were seriously moving forward with it. So
here's Independence Day.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know what this is, the aliens are coming, and their goal is to invade and destroy. Fighting superior technology, man's best weapon is the will to survive.
What are you reading? The internet from 1997?
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty much. 0101100001. Independence Day. Oh, it's a two-parter.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute.
Is it 2 and then 3? Are they moving into trilogy zone?
It's called ID Forever Part 1 and ID Forever Part 2.
Okay. And ID Forever.
And apparently, Bill Pullman's already signed up.
Yeah, dude.
I did not know this.
Told you, this is serious business. I don't know if they have any release dates or anything.
They have officially ran out of ideas for new movies. Did you see the new Jurassic Park trailer?
Yeah, I saw it today. Jurassic World.
Yeah, I have not seen it yet. I'll probably check it out here in a little bit. So
yeah, I saw it. It's funny because, I'm going to go see it because I love Jurassic Park and I think that's really cool. But it's like, watching it, I get the sense, like you can see in the trailer, like they've opened it, people, tourists are coming, it's all, everybody smiles and happies, and it's like, you're just like, were you not present for the first 3 movies?
Yeah.
Do you not remember? And it's on Isla Nublar. It's at the same damn place that the first 3 disasters happened. And it's like, what? It's like, what?
Wait.
Yeah.
This time it'll be different. This time it'll be totally different.
Oh,
because we're going to put electric fences up. What?
No, they don't.
What?
It's like the same thing. I'm sure they have new safety features and this and that and the other. And then Chris Pratt shows up and he's like, so tell me what you got going on. And the scientist girl's like, we've made some advances in genetics over the last 10 years and we're making a new dinosaur. Yeah, that's going to go over real well. Unless
you're combine all of their abilities into one.
Unless you're splicing it with like a chia pet, it's not going to work out the way you hope. There's going to be some evil coming out of it. And it's just like, oh man. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, Chris Pratt, he can do very little wrong right now. Just having the Jurassic Park franchise attached to it is going to guarantee that people are going to see it, myself included. So, more power to him. I hope that it works out well enough that it can maybe kickstart the franchise or go do something new with it. We'll see. Time will tell.
Outstanding. All right. Well, that wraps it up for today. Thanks for listening again. Do appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time.
Ba-choo!